Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Let's play as the... blowing it for good luck. I mean, I'm gonna do it, even though I don't want to, because I believe in the die. It's given me interesting runs lately, and I have to admit, yoink, I have to admit that we've had some very cool, good runs lately by just trusting the D4 to give me a good character to play as. The last Watcher run was like the slowest, longest run of all time, but it was a good run. And recently we had interesting Ironclad runs where I'm trying new things, and then a Defect run that was insanely powerful, and then we died anyways, so 99 for a chosen rare card is probably what we want. Early lesson learned, early scrawl, early blasphemy, early freaking anything. Yeah, you go lesson learned. Judgment's really nice, as is Wish. I mean, basically, do you want randomly free gold if you can play the card? Up to 30. Do you want to kill enemies in particular sentries? Or do you want to upgrade your deck? I want to upgrade my deck. Lesson Learned is such a good early card. We can always, if we want, rest at campfires too. No reason not to. So I'm looking at this like, fight, 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 elite. Why 5 fights? Because that's 5 upgrades before we hit the first boss. Dude, 99 gold for like a rare card or a rare relic or something is like the easiest choice ever. Isn't it? 99 gold is like nothing. Wow, I can't actually kill you, huh? So we're gonna take a little bit of damage here, but you know what? That's okay. I think I am gonna play the Miracle just to purge your armor. In particular, if we get an Eruption and a Lesson Learned, you know, we can definitely kill you. Or what we can do is, do it like this. Just wait for that Lesson Learned to come out. Boom, upgrade. What did it hit? A strike. You know what? That's 3 damage every time we play it. Now, follow up Crescendo Sash Whip. 3 commons, not really what I'm hoping for, but Sash Whip early is still probably the best choice. The damage is not that good from the card, but 2 weakness is okay. And we don't have a Talk to the Hand. We don't have a Wave of the Hand. We have access to a Sash Whip. We could take Crescendo, follow up for the extra energy on an attack. I don't really like this as a combo enabler, but I'll take a Sash Whip. We can just take cards. They don't have to be perfect. We'd prefer them to be perfect, but they don't have to be perfect. Upgraded another strike. Okay, more better upgrades, please. Cut Through Fate. Deal damage, scry, and draw. I understand the value of this a little bit more now. It's not the fact that you draw a card, it's the fact that you get to choose the card that you're drawing. So if you need something specific, you can get through your deck faster due to the scry. You can draw a card that helps you on your current turn. So I understand that. Rush Down, I also understand a little bit more now. It does enable the Wrath more easily because when you enter Wrath, you draw, which gives you the ability to like keep playing attacks, to get a chance to exit your stances and whatnot. It gets you through the deck faster. I get it. I still think it's a little slow, but I get it. I get it. Well, this is a pretty slow draw. How much damage does Lesson Learned do when we're weak? 7? Oh, man, so close to being worth it. We can probably stall on Lesson Learned coming back around. So I think what we're gonna do is just Vigilance and kill you. We'll take 4, but it'll come back around eventually, I hope. Because it's coming back around now, let's make sure that you are killable. There we go. And Rush Down is now free. That upgrade needed to happen. Deceive reality, protect, and halt. I mean, halt's tempting. We haven't added anything that changes stances, but if you do want to go heavy into the wrath state, I do feel like halt's a pretty good option, right? It's a lot of block, but I also really love... What I like about Deceive Reality is that for the same energy as a Protect, you get more block, and you can also just play this to hold a cheap block for a better turn, but the Protect always retains. We would like to have a block. Who are we fighting? I'm gonna take the Deceive. I don't think I can pass up on it. It's such a good card. Now this blows. This is actually probably one of the worst fights that we could have. We haven't had a chance to add in any cards that are AoE. These guys have cumulatively kind of a lot of health, and then also they're hitting like a freaking truck. And we're gonna be weak and frail. So I'm not saying we're gonna die on this fight, but it's pretty bad. I also hate that you've been protected. What we're probably gonna do is kill the fat gremlin first in this turn, because he's gotta go. He has got to go. So we'll gain block, erupt out of it. Let's do 12, 12, 12. This is barely a kill, but it is a kill. It's tempting because I could kill you, but Lesson Learned can kill the shield gremlin when he comes back around. We have to kill the fat gremlin, because if we don't kill the fat gremlin, we're gonna be weak next turn, which means that the gremlin wizard's gonna live. We can kill gremlin the wizard if we stay in the wrath state though, so I think we make sure that you die. Oh, it's so close to getting a kill there though. And then we make sure that you die, and then I'll put up a little bit more block. We'll take 5. I hate that you got the protection twice in a row. That sucks, because now I can't kill you. So I'm actually gonna have to use a potion to live, which is not what you want. This was, I mean, what can I say? Luckily we had the potion, but this is a pretty bad fight. It's just an annoying fight, honestly. And it hit another strike. So the only card other than Rushdown was strikes that have been hit by the upgrade. That's so annoying. Kind of hate it. I will take a Sands of Time. The retain is really nice. And if we have to rest, we have to rest. You know, we are upgrading our cards as we go. It's not really that big of a deal, I hope. Bang, 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 bang. Wow, okay, well. I guess I'll take 5 damage. 4. Man, it would really, you know what would really hit the spot right now? Having upgraded defense. Getting hit for 20. Well, we'll take another 5. We're slowly getting whittled on fights like this, and I don't love it. Not a big fan. 22 damage. Okay, we'll take 2. That's why I have the, or I wanted to have the block in my hand holding onto it. We're guaranteed to kill you next turn with the Sands of Time, so let's just make sure that you are getting closer. Annoying fight. Wave of the Hand, Tantrum, and Flurry of Blows. Tantrum is what we are looking for. We're looking for a way to re-enter Wrath frequently. $18. I'm gonna have to play 2 attacks on you anyway, so you might as well do this. This. You might as well play the Miracle to get you closer to death. We're going really, really hard on these elites right now, because I think we have to. And, you know, look, we're gonna get hit a lot. We're gonna get hit real freaking hard. Lesson learned upgraded itself, and we're gonna take 12. But you will die, and that's the only damage we're taking on the elite fight. That's not terrible. Kosuth, hey, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Thank you for the raid. Hello. Fasting Deceive Wreath of Flame. So, here's what I'm gonna say. Whenever I don't take fasting, I regret it. So I'm gonna take it, and then if I don't play it, I don't play it. But I am gonna take it. And we are gonna fight another elite, because we have an attack potion. We can actually do it pretty easily here. We're not gonna wait for lesson learned, so I'm just gonna play it. This is one of those combats where you just gotta hit. Brilliance, Wallop. Dude, a Wallop for free is actually incredible. And then let's just make sure we can kill you next turn. Put a Tantrum in the draw pile. Oh, never mind, you're dead. Strike deals an additional 3 damage. I mean, strangely enough, our strikes are now doubly upgraded, so they might even be worth keeping in the deck. Upgraded lesson learned. What? How has Shining... WoW was Shining Light kind to you? Dude, we've only upgraded strikes, rush down, lesson learned, and defend. It's getting a little ridiculous. So, it's a tempting one. I like all of these. Empty Body is really nice for exiting the Wrath state. We only have one card that does it right now, which makes it very risky. Inner Peace does the same thing, but also combos into draw. Maybe you can draw into a Wrath card, play the Wrath card, exit Wrath, draw more cards. But Scrawl is very good. It's likely to get hit by Lesson Learned eventually. Ooh, Candle's kind of nice. It's likely going to be free, and then as a result, worth playing. It's a 17 damage strike. It's like actually pretty good. Is there another green flash? I never did check that out last time. Whether or not that green flash was actually happening. Really should have. I don't like Scrawl unless it's upgraded because it's too dang expensive, but we're weak. We do 15 and 9. We can do 24 damage. I mean, that's half of your HP. You're gonna split. And then we've got a Vigilance and a Tantrum coming up. All right, you know what? Actually, you know what? A Strike does more damage than the Sands of Time because they're upgraded and then they're also strike dummied. So maybe we should Scrawl. And then you know what? I got an idea. They all have 1 HP. We can kill one, and then we're probably gonna draw a lesson learned pretty soon. So lesson learned hit a strike. Oh, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Dude, we don't even need Carve Reality now. Who cares about a smite? My strikes do 12 damage. It's kind of stupid. I think we skip it. And we're just gonna go combat because we upgrade our cards as we do combat, so you might as well, right? It's a 20 damage strike, you might as well. I mean, our turn 1 attacks are really nice. We just need better ones. You know, we need either Tantrum to show up on turn 1, or we need like Bowling Bash, Ragnarok. That would be pretty decent. For now, I'm just gonna smack you again. 12 damage strike, and we're not gonna get lesson learned anytime soon, but it'll shuffle around. Maybe I shouldn't have even attacked you, honestly. Because then we could have played Sash Whip, which just got hit by the upgrade. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of upgraded strikes. In fact, all 4 of them are upgraded now. Hey, you know what? On the bright side, that means it has to hit something that's not a strike. Oh god, I clicked off the screen. Empty Fist is really good, 28 damage in Wrath. Halt, we've not added too many blocks. I kind of like it, especially with fasting. I think Halt is okay. Lagavulin's a totally fine fight. We're just gonna chill. And we're gonna wait for probably a tantrum. Next turn, this will do 40 damage. Plus we can do another 52. I mean, 40 and 52 is a kill. We won't be able to hit Lesson Learned, but to take no damage is pretty nice, right? 40? 40? It's not 52, it's 50, but that still means you're... Right, that still means you're dead next turn, so I'm totally fine killing you without a Lesson Learned. We get Pantograph, which is just incredible, and... I do like the Insight. It's a good value block, and the draw you get from it kind of cancels the draw of the Evaluate itself. And we do need another block in the deck, I feel. I'm not going to play Fasting. Without it being upgraded, it's hard to play, but also it's not really... Yeah. Allows us to get some other powers out and whatnot. I might be able to kill you on this turn, but I'd rather wait for the Lesson Learned. But we're gonna be vulnerable, which is not that bad. I'm trying to think, that does 33 damage. I mean, I can easily kill you. And you know what? We have Pantograph. If we take a little bit of damage, it doesn't really matter, does it? And this is our last fight before the boss. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna Vigilance, Tantrum, specifically looking for Lesson Learned, and if I don't get it, I mean, we're taking no damage anyways. I'm overthinking this. I will kill you with the Lesson Learned. Deceive Reality. Hey, it's better than a block. Empty Mind, draw 2 cards, exit your stance. I hate energy for draw. Free draw is where it's at, like Scrawl. I don't like the cost for draw, especially with the current deck that we have, because we have 1 Calm Enabler. I would like more. I will say, if we do play Fasting, Prostrate is a fantastic card. I mean, it's 8 block for 0. So I do kind of like Prostrate to keep the capability of our turn intact, the functionality of our turn intact. And we will upgrade a card, because, you know, why not? And I think I will upgrade a... probably an Eruption. Keeping the energy low, I feel, is nice. We got a pretty good run here, though. Very offensive early. I'm gonna hit you. We need more Wrath Enablers. We need something in the deck that can, like, kill bosses. Hopefully we'll get something at some point. If I strike you, you will flip. So I cannot strike you. We're gonna wait for next turn instead. I could draw, but we can draw next turn. What are we looking to draw? Basically Eruption, Strike, Strike, Tantrum. I mean, I could hit you for 40, but I think I'm gonna draw. If I wait, I could probably kill one of the slimes with the lesson learned, now that I think about it. Also, I could fasting to increase the damage of each of these by 6. So this will be 30, and this will be 24. So we can do 54 damage, but next turn... Next turn, Tantrum's a kill, and then there's only going to be 1 alive, I think. And we have an energy potion. I actually like this. Sure, it means we are running out of energy. And you know what? There's no reason to scroll on this turn, because we'll just kill you. Yeah, I like this. 32 damage. 30, 24. We're not going to shuffle anytime soon, so I'm doing this specifically to get an upgrade. It hit halt, which is pretty good. Judgment, Ragnarok, Omniscience. So Ragnarok is very good with fasting, except that it's too expensive. Judgment's pretty good. There's a lot of enemies down here that this will kill, but I think you got to look at Omniscience. Like if you draw Omniscience early, if we can get Panacea, early fasting plays are incredible. So I do like an Omniscience here. I'll admit that the Ragnarok is great, but if we don't get an energy relic, this is unplayable. Now, this is also a little unplayable, but that's okay. And you know what? We have a bit of an expensive deck, but dude, I'm looking at Snecko Eye. Now that Ragnarok, feels a little different, doesn't it? Fasting's easier to play if the energy doesn't matter as much. We can add diva forms if they show up. Deus Ex Machinas. Now it means that Prostrate, Halt, Scrawl, Rushdown, they're a little bit less playable, but Sands of Time will make itself cheaper. I gotta think about this for a second. We have Blue Candle. That's a good point. If we get cursed, it doesn't really matter as much. The debate is really, what's better? Drawing 2 cards and randomizing costs, or getting 4 energy, 5 cards per turn, and the curses don't matter? It's a tough choice, honestly. The safeties will always be one. It's true. Snecko Eye, it can give you a hand of 0-cost cards or a hand of 3-cost cards, and after you play fasting, they all cost 2. I think this is a bit of a tough call, but you know what? Give me the Cursed Key. Let's not lean on the power of Snecko, I think. Because of Blue Candle, we'll take this. Now, this flaw. Prefer question marks. I kind of like... Well, I prefer question marks, but the combats could still give me upgrades, but... I think I still prefer the question marks, but I'm looking at this like, okay, what about combat, question mark, camp, and by camp I mean shop. We have a lot of choice in our path up. I like it. 4 energy does help a lot, especially on like a good scrawl opportunity. Well, and you know what? Cursed Key makes fasting playable. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So what are we gonna do here? I think we're gonna play a hand. So I'm gonna Miracle Scrawl. And I'm looking at this like, can I get a kill? It would be like Tantrum for 33 damage. This would do 20. This would do... We'll go down to 3 energy, though. So 30, it would be 33, 20, and 42. No, 33, 20, and 26. 33 and 20, 53, 20 and 26. Sorry. 33 and 20, 53, plus 26, 79. So we can't kill you. If we can't kill you, are we really just gonna sash whip and block? Like weaken you and then put up 8 block? That seems like a horrible turn. Like, is there a way to murder you? Dude, if Omniscience was 3, I could kill you. But Omniscience being 4 makes it unlikely to kill. We could draw Prostrate or Halt, which might help. I'm not a very big fan of this turn, in case that's not clear. I think I'm actually just gonna block 3 times. It's kind of garbage, but like, weakening you does help a lot, though. It'll take you down to 15 damage. We'll take more damage, though. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what? Drew strikes. I mean, that changes the math a little bit, because now we can do 48 plus 20. So I can kill you, but we're not going to get a lesson learned out of it. I mean, I think we just kill you. I would love to get that lesson learned, but I'd rather not take damage. So I think I like Perseverance. I like retain blocks. I like them a lot. We're also going to get into probably more combat than we're usually comfortable with on this floor, but because of the lesson learned, I think it does matter. I mean, you have 1 HP. That's pretty good, and, you know, I think I'm just going to Omniscience lesson learned and then kill you. Crush joints, wave of the hand, prostrate. So I'm looking at prostrate and I'm still thinking that fasting plus prostrate's a very good take, but I think you gotta take a wave of the hand. It's just such a good card. We'll try to hit up this shop. Unless we want to hit up this shop, but I'd rather not be forced to fight 2 elites. You think we can kill some elites? I don't know. I keep hearing prostate. Ew. Eruption for 9. Double Omniscience. I mean, Lesson Learned's not gonna kill you. If Lesson Learned is not gonna kill you, we'd be better off stalling. Now, Tantrum is in the draw pile. Trying to see. Yeah, I think we just wanna, well, we're gonna play this. We should play this first. If we're not gonna play Eruption. We're not gonna play Eruption. Let's play this. This is enough block on its own, but it costs 1. I mean, the thing is, we could still Omniscience, and if we Omniscience, we'll still take no damage. So I am tempted to Omniscience the Tantrum. We will draw, but we only have strikes and a lesson learned coming up. We have a very defensive draw pile, because a lot of our attacks we've already drawn through. But you know what? This will do freaking 40 damage on its own and probably kill you next turn. So I actually think you do this. Yeah, take none. Sands of Time is a kill next turn. Well, Sands of Time and another card is a kill next turn. Okay, we didn't get another card. A little scary. I mean, we can put up a decent amount of block. Oh, I can kill you. But then we won't get lesson learned. We gotta play more lesson learns. I hate to say it, but let's see, 12, 22, 29 block. You'll probably hit me for like 1 damage. No, you're hitting me for 11 damage. Okay, I had the math really wrong on that. I'm gonna let you hit me for 11. I know I messed up on that turn kind of severely. Wow, and we still didn't get lesson learned, huh? And I can't kill you. But I can vigilance at least. I can vigilance. Yeah, we should not have not played the tantrum. The tantrum kind of screwed us up a little bit. That wasn't too bad, though. I mean, it could have been worse. Whenever you scry gain block scry 3. I do like a good third eye scry. We have no other scry in the deck, so having something that applies scry is good, but I feel like we are adding not enough offense to the deck. We've only really added Sands of Time, Tantrum, and Sash Whip, and Lesson Learned. We're kind of at a point where it's hard for us to do damage if we're not drawing these attacks, so I actually kind of feel like we add nothing here. Choose a card to add or heal 14. I gotta be honest with you, choosing a card to add is quite nice because I kind of know what I want to add. I want to add a good attack. Healing for 14 means that maybe it's a little bit more likely we can fight a couple of elites though, but I think we need a card. So I'm gonna try to add a card. I love Talk to the Hand. But how can you not go for an Omniscience? Because you can Omniscience into Omniscience. Dude, Toxic Egg. Pretty good. To be able to add any card and have it be upgraded in the future. We're gonna be adding more cards as we go here. To have skills be pre-upgraded, I mean, we can have a fully upgraded deck by the time we fight the Heart. That's pretty good. We can't afford much here, but I do think that Toxic Egg is very good for the long term. I kind of like Collect as well. I'm gonna take the egg. We're not really getting much else out of the shop, but I do like the egg. And then I'm looking at this like there are several elites we can fight. I don't want to be hemmed into fighting too many elites, so especially on Act 2, we don't have a lot of crowd control. So I'm gonna go here to the rest first. I'm not going to rest, but I'm gonna go to the rest. Let's make that scrawl cheaper. Upgrade a card. Let's make the weakness is nice, but it depends on the enemy. I kind of like the omnisciences though. We can combo those into like a one-turn kill depending on how we draw them. Not quite enough to kill you, but can kill you. Well, let's see what you do next turn. We have an insight in the draw pile now. We have more dex gain. 3 energy is good enough. Okay, but hey, we got a prostrate. That's kind of the whole point of the card. We have 4 energy. I mean, we can put up a decent amount of block and weaken you, which is nice. 32 damage is not enough to kill you. It is tempting to draw to try to omniscience, but the problem is if you omniscience, what are you gonna play? Since they're attacking, really you just want blocks on this turn, I feel. We can put up 20 block and weaken you, but it's not really good enough. Halt would be okay. Rushdown's playable. Scrawl is nice. If we get Wave of the Hand, we don't need to play 2 attacks, so I think I'm gonna pop the Draw Potion. And you know what? Halt plus 2 defends. It changes how I'm gonna play this. I think I'm just gonna go heavy on the block. Block, 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 block. We're only taking 3 damage now. I could Miracle Defend, but I think I'll just take 3 damage. A bit of a slower turn than I would have liked, but still adequate. Could just, like, get something. Can't say I'm particularly happy, because I can't kill you. I could Sands of Time you, and then next turn get Omniscience, Scrawl, Omniscience, Eruption. You know, there are some plays here, isn't there? You do like a Tantrum. I forgot that we would draw, actually. We need to draw. We need to draw through the deck. So we can shuffle. So we'll smack you. What's in the draw pile? Eruption, who cares? So we'll smack you. And then I think we'll just toss out some bad weakens. This isn't going as well as I would like, but at least he's not attacking, which gives us an opportunity to kill the gremlins. Or him, but I don't think we're killing him on this turn. So I think we just go for the gremlins and then pass turn? Wait for the next turn when we can actually do some damage? We're gonna be stuck in the Wrath state though. But with double Omnisciences, in theory, we might be able to get a kill or put up enough block. I mean, if we double Halt, that's, I mean, it's a lot of block. It's freaking 18 plus 8, 20, 26 block on its own, times 2 would be 52 block. This guy's probably gonna hit for, he's probably gonna hit for more than that, but I think you just play that. I mean, again, I could Miracle Lesson Learn you, but it doesn't, like, get you any closer to lethal. And you are attacking, which is not what I wanted. And we didn't draw either of Omnisciences, so we might just be dead, because you are hitting for just shy of 100 damage. I mean, what can I say? I think we just got some of the worst draw at the worst moments. So, I mean, I'm not killing you. So 16 block, 11 block, 16 block. We're actually only taking like another 3 damage. So I'll admit to being very surprised that that went as well as it did. You are killable now, thank God. Someone's gonna kill you. That could have gone a lot worse, but it didn't really go as well as I wanted. Pair, 58 HP. Dude, I think we need like a bowling bash. These crowd fights are kind of annoying. I think I'm gonna go for another elite though. So we're gonna get a curse. Strawberry, where we're getting a lot of max HP. Although for 7 we can get rid of the key. Or we can get the key rather. I think I'm okay getting the key. For 7 max HP. Because now we get another relic on the next floor, in theory. So this is an omniscienceable turn. Omniscience into Omniscience lets you play... anything good? I mean, you could play... I don't think you want to play 2 Fastings. I think that's too many. But if you Omniscience... Okay, what if you Omniscience, Fasting Tantrum? Fasting will get played twice, you get 8 strength. Tantrum will do 11 plus 8, 19 damage times 3, followed by 22 damage times 3. So 66 plus 57, which is 123 damage. It's not enough to kill you, and I don't have the energy to play additional cards, so we'll take 28 damage. Though admittedly, that's not that bad to get you that close to death. That'll kill you next turn. So are we okay taking 28 damage and then resting here? Yeah, I kind of am. I lied. We will draw as well. Oh, you know what? This won't kill you next turn because we'll only have... You know what? It will kill you because I'll have the energy from the miracle. But we will also draw, and if we draw like a halt, that'll be pretty good. I mean, if we draw a sash, if we draw anything, we can play it for block. So I have to admit, I'm actually very tempted to do the Omniscience Fasting Tantrum. If we draw anything, we'll be pretty happy about it. I mean, this is kind of why I have the Omnisciences in the deck to begin with, so that we can kind of play these weird combos. Because, like, what are you going to play other than the Tantrum? Vigilance? When the hell are you going to play Tantrum with 2 energy? You know, you got to kill him fast. And we did get a Scrawl, which means we can draw something playable. Probably. And we have a Miracle that we can play. The Miracle in Sands of Time is still a kill next turn, so I kind of don't want to waste the Miracle. Let's just draw, see what we get. We got a Prostrate, we can block 12, and and in theory, we can block more through a Miracle Evaluate. I mean, Miracle Evaluate means we take 0, which is actually pretty good. We'll need to draw 2 attacks to kill him next turn. You know, I'm gonna run the gamble on that. You know, we should have played Deceive Reality. Drew 2 attacks. There you go. Although, I was gonna say we could wait for Lesson Learned. We're not gonna wait for Lesson Learned. Still, that went pretty well. Get a Flex Potion. Some good cards that are all upgraded, but let's start with the Whetstone. It hits Bowling Bash and Tantrum. So if we add a Just Lucky, what I like about it is that it's very good with fasting. It's 7 block, 8 damage. Sanctity is just good draw, and Spirit Shield is good block. Block per card in your hand. We don't really retain that much. So I wonder how useful this is actually gonna be. The Sanctity for the draw is good, and the Just Lucky for the scry is good. I'm looking at like Just Lucky, Tantrum to enter Wrath and then draw cards. That's pretty nice. We have well, we have Rushdown and Evaluate Insight as our draw right now. But I do like the free Just Lucky. It does synergize kind of nicely with the fasting. Okay. Say hello to my hand. That's 22 damage. Let's make... I think I just smack him. Smack. Smack. Toss out another block, make him weak for one more turn. We used a lot of our enablers on that turn 1 there, but I think we are ahead of the curve to a degree. Goodbye. Now, I'll be honest, I don't really want to erupt, though. I think I might just Sansa time to make sure that you stay low, because 2 attacks will kill you. You know what? I don't think 2 attacks will kill you. Strikes only do 12, yeah. But still. So Omniscience, Omniscience, Fasting Tantrum. It's another combo. Classic, we've seen it before. The strike would get a kill, and... I mean, one of you will be dead. And next turn, we might draw enough to kill the other one. Or even just, like, force out another heal. It killed the right one. I'm gonna try to stall out for a lesson learned now. We're quite strong. We can easily put up enough block even in our tantrum state right now, so... kind of a why not opinion, you know? And due to the halts are... they're 34 block. That's pretty good. For one card, that's a pretty good amount of block. Okay, 2 safeties in hand. They're worth 15 block each because we're frail. You tried to heal. I don't think it's worth playing the Wave of the Hand. I think it's just better off blocking. I mean, with 8 decks, we can block for an extended period of time. The other Omniscience being upgraded is really nice, and the Ancient Potion will block 1 instance of fasting, so it does make it a possibility to get hit by the Omniscience now. And for the boss fight in particular, yeah, for this guy, I'm probably gonna double fasting and plop, and pop 1 artifact potion, I think. Crush Joints would help us to do more damage, but I'd be more looking for an Indignation. Swivel. Nah. More rushdowns? Do you need more rushdowns in your deck? I don't know. So we're gonna try to Smith. We want a Smith because if we can have a fully upgraded deck, why not? And we have more lesson learned opportunities. I mean, this is just a pretty good turn 1 bowling bash. Let me think, though. If I pop a potion, I can kill the Spheric Guardian, which is really good. As is, I can only do 56 damage, but if I pop the potion, we will be able to kill you with Bowling Bash and Sands of Time, which I think I'm just gonna do. We can stall on this guy because of our good deck. And now I'm thinking, okay, Omniscience, Tantrum, Lesson Learned is 3 damage 4 times. So 12, 24, 36 plus Lesson Learned. Yeah, we gotcha. Although just to make sure, let me play the Eruption first. Upgraded Prostrate. Now what about pre-upgraded Third Eye or Sanctity? I think I'm okay adding like a pre-upgraded Third Eye. A little harder for us to one-shot these guys with a Omniscience play. Probably have to play this a little bit more slowly. Now I'm gonna let you hit me with the Hex, because I really want to save this potion for the boss fight. So what I'm gonna do instead is just start smacking you. You have 18 HP. Depending on our draw, we could still kill them both. Oh, what? That's not quite a kill. Oh no! You son of a... Well, you know what? We can weaken everyone. I know this is making me, you know, hexed for forever, but I do like the fact that we are, I'm just gonna play it. I do like the fact that we are making him weak for 4 turns. That buys us a lot of time. Funnily enough, this will add a days. So Omniscience. Omniscience. I mean, you always look at the Omniscience, Fasting, Tantrum. Omniscience, Fasting will gain 8 strength. Tantrum will do 12, followed by 88. Wow, really? I mean, if it hits the right target, that's a literal kill. 12 plus 88 is 100. So we can kill the Chosen on this turn through like a strike, Omniscience, Fasting, Tantrum. The Tantrum will do... Actually, it's gonna do way more than that, because I forgot to include the fasting for the Tantrum itself on the first play. First play is gonna do 44, then it's gonna do an extra 88 on top of that. So we will kill you. And we already played Lesson Learned, so there's no reason to stall. So strike, Omniscience, Fasting, Tantrum. And this is why you want like Omnisciences, Fastings in your deck. What? We're weak. Okay, well, I mean, I get it. God, my nose is so itchy today. Why is it so itchy? I also really like Foreign Influence. If we're being super aggressive, a free attack helps when we're trying to kill quickly. It thickens up the deck a little bit, but I think it's worth it. And now, do we upgrade a card? There's only 6 cards to upgrade. I actually feel like it's better to get the key, just in case we can't rest on the next combat. So I don't think you play Foreign Influence now. I think you wait for when you are ready to go. What we're gonna do instead is, I mean, this is a pretty garbage turn, but I think you just do that. We'll smack you, for sure. FTL? Oh, right, it's from literally any class. I mean, you know... you know? There you go. Empty fist. All right, so we're not omnisciencing fasting. Are we gonna pop it and keep 4 energy? I think I'm going to. So now we have 4 dex and 4 strength for the whole fight. Got Tantrum again, but this is not a very good time for it. In fact, it's not a very good turn at all. I like this turn coming up, though. Lots of good stuff. So, I guess we'll just smack ya. We'll take another 12. We're not really progressing as fast as I would like. You know, I'm actually okay drawing that just to purge it. And we want attack, so I'm gonna keep the strike too. Now we got 1 Omniscience, which could hit a Sands of Time. How much damage is that gonna do? Plus 4, strength 24, so it's 48 damage times 2. It's 100 and, it's not 100, it's 96 damage. It's not worth omnisciencing the Sands of Time. But we have Vigilance in hand, so I think we're just gonna smack ya. Yeah, our damage output is not as high as I would like. But once, if we get to a point where we can Omniscience, Tantrum with a Sands of Time in hand that's free, we can probably kill him, especially with vulnerability. So I'm not worried about killing him. Right now I'm kind of just worried about surviving for long enough. So I'm actually going to put a safety in hand. It's kind of not a very good turn, but being vulnerability and weak for forever kind of sucks. But we can, due to our strength and dex, we can give him some chip damage here and there on occasion. And heck, if we draw enough, we can enter Divinity. We can even do it with an Omniscience if it prostrates in the draw pile. 12 block. 18 block. 30 block. Taking no damage, smack him. We want to be very careful. We don't want him to go down to half health before we're ready, basically. When are we going to be ready? Freak if I know, man. Are we ready now? Like, okay. Eruption, Omniscience, Tantrum, Sash Whip. What's our damage looking like? We're not weak, so... And we only have 4 strength. So Tantrum is gonna do a base of 7 damage 4 times, which is 28, and then on top of that, 56, which means it's gonna do 84 damage. And then on top of that, we can also chuck out like a, oh, you know what? We're gonna erupt first. So Tantrum is actually gonna do it's actually going to do 56 times 2, or 112. So that's going to do 112. We can double up on a Sash Whip for an extra 56. We should probably double up on the Strike. It does more damage and he'll purge anyways. So we would actually do a Strike, which is an extra 48. Why was I saying this was going to be 56 then? Oh, right, because it's times 4. So this is going to be 9 plus 3. Oh, right, because I didn't add in the strike dummy. So it's 9 plus 3, which is 12, plus 4, which is 16, times 2, which is 32, times 2, which is 64. So it's going to be 112 plus 64, or 176 damage. We're at 176, plus Eruption, plus Sands of Time, plus Lesson Learned. We can certainly kill you. Okay, so we played Just Lucky. We want to draw this specifically. We don't want to draw another Omniscience. So I will confirm. I will erupt. We will Omniscience. Omniscience. Tantrum. Strike. You're at 62. Sands of Time pretty much kills you next turn, unless we draw a Lesson Learned, so you will die. And in fact, let me just Empty Fist, get you down to 4 HP. Didn't even need to use the potion. You are, unfortunately, block heavy on this turn. I think I have exactly enough to smack you, but this also does it. Okay. Upgraded to defend. I'll take it. A pre-upgraded Scrawl. To have 2 of these in the deck is really nice. We don't need another Lesson Learned. And Spirit Shield, once we play Fasting, we get more block by playing blocks. Spirit Shield is really nice if your hand is always full, but our hand is not always going to be full. If we get it with Scrawl, it's pretty good. I mean, it's 36 block, but when we have plus, let's say we have plus 8 dex, 2 defends is freaking 40 block right there. So I think we just want the Scrawl. Transform, strikes, and defends. I like it. We'll have more targets for upgrades, but skills will automatically be upgraded. I don't think we need energy. I want to be able to see what enemies are doing because we have to control Wrath. I want to add more cards. I know we have a thicker deck, but we need ways of entering Calm and Wrath. The only things that have shown up is Rushdown and the Tantrum, and we took both. There's been no Fear No Evils, no, we passed up a Crescendo. No Tranquility, we're looking for those. Hell, I'll take more Divinity. I mean, we have a Prostrate that we're playing for 3 Mantra every time we play it. Another Divinity card would be kind of sick. I think we go Pandora's Box. We need more attacks, but if we get lucky, we can get better attacks than strikes. We do kind of lose the value of Strike Dummy. I mean, these are 12 damage strikes right now. But, I think I'm gonna go Pandora's Box in this one. Dude, Alpha, Beta, Omega with double Omniscience totally works. I actually, you know what? I love this. Because Alpha, Beta, Omega with Omniscience means you Omniscience, one hits Beta. Oh, you know what? It doesn't quite work. You have to play Beta first, but it kind of works. And then we have Brilliances, which are better than Strikes, an Inner Peace and a Crescendo, a Foresight, another AoE card, and a Reach Heaven. Dude, this is like one of the better outcomes I think we could have gotten. Because we have Wrath and Calm, Crescendo is Draw, Reach Heaven adds a free through Violence which retains, Brilliance synergizes with the Prostrates and is the same damage as a Strike, and it's not upgraded yet. Bowling Bash helps for the floor, especially against Reptomancer. Foresight is just a good power. I like this, I like this. Now, the Alpha, Beta, Omega play, I'm thinking about it. When you play Omniscience, you play one Omniscience, and then the card activates. Then you play a second Omniscience, if you targeted Omniscience with the first one. What happens is you select 2 cards, then those cards get played. So if, let's say you played Alpha, Omniscience. Alpha adds a Beta to your draw pile. Omniscience, you play and target Omniscience. That Omniscience gets played twice. You select Beta, and then for your second card selection, there is no Omega in the draw pile because you have to select a second card, then Beta gets played twice, then your second card gets played twice. So we would need to add another Omniscience to the deck to get Alpha, Omniscience, Beta, X. Actually, it would be Beta, Omniscience, Omega, X. So if we had another Omniscience, technically on turn 1, we could get 2 Omegas out with something else. But it's hard. It's very hard. So we have to hit up this shop and this elite. So we're gonna probably make our way up question mark paths, rest, see what's up there. But like it works in theory. We just need another Omniscience to the deck, which does. It is scary. It's hard. It's I don't know what, right? At this point, what the hell is he talking about? Says Lignazed. Look, we got to play our cards, okay? I do like Alpha Beta Omega here because these guys are annoying. So we'll play the Regret too. This does 18 times 3 damage, which is 18, 36, 54. So I can't quite kill you, but you know what? I will kill you because I don't like you. And then I will play Foresight, and Wave of the Hand doesn't do anything. And we'll take 9 damage because we didn't draw anything. Ogrim, by the way, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hello! Run looks spicy. It's a pretty fun run, though. So you're doing 18, you're doing 13. Crescendo and Rushdown are both good. We don't really need Brilliance, though. Although it would do 24 damage. I'm looking more for defense on this turn. But I want to play these, so. We're also kind of looking for a Scrawl. Now, we didn't get anything that we wanted. Unfortunate. But I will admit, it's tempting to Crescendo for 2 card draw, and then also, Bowling Bash will do 28 damage, and Sash Whip will do 20, which is 48 damage. It's not enough to kill, but with this it is. It's like, I kind of hate this turn, but this actually saves us more damage. Although now, hold on, we can kill them all with Beta to put an Omega in the draw pile, Shuffle an Omega into your draw pile. And Omega does 50 damage to all enemies. So if you play Beta, Miracle, Omniscience, you can double up on the Omega to do 100 damage to enemies every turn. I mean, this can kill freaking the heart in 8 turns if we get this working. I would like to play Lesson Learned, but it's not that important because our deck is already mostly upgraded. We should have not popped the potion, by the way. We should have drawn first, because this is a very good combination. But just to show you how it works, you beta. Hold on, I wanna see if I can actually get a kill with Omniscience, Tantrum, Lesson Learned. Because if I can get a kill and get an upgrade, I'd rather do that. So math, dude, there's so much math when you're playing the Watcher. So I can do 30 plus 42 damage. So I can certainly kill you. In fact, I might want to. We'll probably just play both of those, and then we can Miracle Omniscience. Omniscience will play. What does the most damage? Actually, Sands of Time does the most damage. It does 40. Which will kill you if it hits you in 1 hit. If it hits you, it'll kill you in 2 hits. And then we'll play Lesson Learned, which is actually 52 damage worth of Lesson Learned. So like, I'm almost positive we're gonna get a kill out of this. In fact, we are gonna get a kill out of this. If we play a Bowling Bash, then Omniscience. Okay, we're gonna get a kill out of this. You just do it like this, then you play Omniscience. Then you play Omniscience. Then you play Sands of Time, which is guaranteed to kill one of them. Not both, it'll kill one, and then this will kill the other one. We got a Brilliance upgraded, okay. But in theory, we could have doubled the Omega and killed him anyways, but... Look, we got a lot of funky ways of killing things. And to be honest with you, I'm tempted to just go heavy Alpha, Beta, Omega with the Omnisciences because they get played and duplicated and played on the cheap. Which means I might not even take a Sands of Time here. I actually don't think it's necessary. Our damage is sorted if we can get the Omega out. So I think we will, we're gonna be playing a lot of cards on this turn, but let's keep the Miracle. He's dead. We can kill him. Can we? No, we can't. Because we need another Omniscience into the draw pile. That's right. Because you have to Omniscience, Beta, something else. We can probably still kill him though. We have a Rushdown and a Crescendo in hand, and we can Omniscience into a Sands of Time, which does 80 damage, then a Lesson Learned. I mean, you are dead. It's gonna do more damage on the first hit though because of Vigor. So it's gonna do an extra 16 damage. So the first Sands of Time is gonna do 56 damage, then 40, that's 96 damage. That'll kill you in 1 hit. We don't want that. We could play like Bowling Bash. How much energy do we have? We've got 1 more energy. I was trying to think of the best way of doing this, because like, I mean, okay. Lesson Learned, we know, is 52 damage with no further upgrades. So all I need to do is get you a little bit lower, or a little bit over 52. Like a Sash Whip, a Just Lucky. If we play Fasting first, what's our damage output? Fasting first makes Lesson Learned do 21, which is 42, which is 80 something odd damage. Okay, so we have you. And we have you with an upgrade. Just play in the right order. Omniscience first, then fasting, then lesson learned. Foresight got upgraded. That's a pretty good power. I like just lucky, but I also I like a good retain block for when you need it. I am gonna add it. Our deck is getting a little on the thicker side, but we did transform a lot of stuff, and so the deck it's looking a little bit funky right now, for sure, for sure. You are going to be annoying. And there's not a lot I can do about it except tank probably 18 damage. So I'm gonna tank 18 damage. We didn't draw any blocks. We'll have to rest here, assuming we, don't die and everything, but that's not too bad. We got another scrawl and a prostrate. We also got not a lot in our hand, which is kind of surprising. I mean, it's kind of an unfortunate turn, isn't it? I'm like, let's calm and then draw again. Okay, I mean, we got beta. I'm gonna let you debuff me. You're only hitting for 24. But now we have Omniscience. So Omniscience... Omega is 100 damage. We just need to put up some block. We'll have 5 energy. We could put up a Protect and take 8. Or we could Omniscience. I mean, if we Omniscience, Omega, you're dead next turn, so all we have to do is put up blocks. So Omniscience, Omega, and like deceive reality is good enough. Omniscience, Omega, and I mean, I'd probably just prefer actually an evaluate, I think. We'll play this for 1. Scry. It is tempting to see if maybe we might be able to draw some sort of a lesson learned, but I'm okay just killing you in 2 turns after taking 18 damage on the fight already, which is not ideal. So you're currently dead. I'm going to crescendo. I guess we didn't play the card I was hoping to get. Blood for blood, dramatic flurry of blows. Well, at least it costs nothing. Okay, so we want... we can't draw, because we don't have Rushdown, and we can't draw Rushdown. So I'm trying to... There's no way we can actually get to the lesson learned, unfortunately. In which case... Doesn't matter. You're dead. I guess we could have used Distilled Chaos here. Not wrong. Probably not worth using, though. Because, I mean... Our deck is mostly upgraded at this point. All the important cards are upgraded anyways. I'm not looking for any of these cards. We're kind of transitioned into this Omega deck. Oh, dude! Extra Omniscience. The best possible upgrade you could probably get. I was even thinking about it. I didn't want to bring it up, but like the mirror would have been amazing if we got the mirror. Hold the Protect. So we legitimately do have a Omniscience deck here. So this is how it works now that we have 3 Omnisciences into the deck. You Omniscience. For the second Omniscience, you play Beta first, then the other Omniscience. Then it plays 2 Betas. And then for the other Omniscience, you play Omega, and then you can play another Omega if you want for double Omega. So we do 200 damage to all enemies every turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good opening move. Dude, let me fight Reptomancer with that draw. You know what I mean? Anyways, screw you, buddy. Spirit Shield, Sash Whip, Flurry of Blows. I don't think we need them. I don't think we need them. Oh, baby! Come on! We didn't get the draw we needed turn 1, but that's fine. Hopefully we'll get it next turn. Dude, okay, hold on. 8 plus 4, 12 plus 4, 16. I can't kill any daggers, but I think we'll just take a free draw. I think we are gonna play fasting too. I think it is important. You know what? This does get a kill, so I actually really like this. We get an eruption, which is not what we're looking for, but we can alpha. I think we want a foresight, and I think I will block. Now, we don't have a lot of energy, but if we draw only 1 omniscience, we can still kill everything. And we have a scry out, which helps. So this is actually like the perfect draw. Don't change anything, and you're all dead. Omniscience? Let me just make sure that this is gonna work. There's 1 beta, there's 1 omniscience, there's 1 omniscience. So omniscience, omniscience. Then you beta omniscience. I'd like to point out that Reptomancer also has exactly 200 HP, which means that this is exactly gonna get the kill. That felt nice. Now we just need lightning in a bottle. Lightning in a bottle would be great, because then we could hold on to an omniscience on turn 1, which means that we would be able to do 200 damage starting from the beginning. I know that that said draw on it, which is good, but I like what we got. You can take a brilliance, that's no problem. So we're gonna rest this combo. I've had this once before. I've had one run in particular of the Watcher where I think I had like 5 omnisciences in my deck. It's pretty good. Prayer Wheel. Normal enemies drop an additional card. Not what we're looking for, clearly. I'm gonna fight these guys. I think we can do it. If we get the combo, they're dead on turn 1. We didn't quite get the combo, but we're also not really taking any damage on turn 1 because we can Tantrum. It's a lot of damage, but then we can just halt, Inner Peace, Deceive Reality, taking no damage. We need block for the heart still. We need block for the heart, definitely. This is not good. Oh, man, it's almost good. If we omniscience, we can double up on a beta, but we can't play the other omniscience because the miracle's not upgraded. This might be an opportunity to use the potions. For a rare relic, it's not that bad. Omniscience, omniscience. Is there any way to get energy? You know what? There is. Crescendo will do it. Ah, but we don't have Crescendo in hand. So if we play an Omniscience, but if we play Omniscience, we're not gonna be able to do what we need anyways. No, we can. Omniscience, Omniscience. It'll hit Beta, Crescendo. Crescendo gives us 2 energy. We can play the other Omniscience. This should work. This should work. We just need Crescendo. Then we can Omniscience and play an Omega, and they're dead. So we don't get the ability to kill them with the lesson learned, but they're still dead. Shovel, not what I'm looking for. A Fear No Evil kind of is what I'm looking for. I will still take it. Drink every time Abe says omniscience. You mean omniscience? The extra energy is good, but since we now know that we can play crescendo for the energy gain, I think this is not as important. This is dangerous. This is still chaos because you don't know what it's going to draw, but we don't really need to upgrade too much, do we? So it's a 50 HP up Nemesis. That sucks, especially because we have no blocks on turn 1, which I'm noticing it's a recurring problem, but we're also not drawing omnisciences or scrolls or any of our block cards in the deck. You know what? I understand why we're having a hard time drawing blocks. We got rid of 4 defense. That makes sense. I don't want to take this much damage. I think I'll play Entropic Brew. I might just drop Chaos. Now that I think about it, it is kind of a problem because you don't want it to hit like crescendo and then instead of 21 you take 42. But I think we'll play this. I think I'll play it. We did get Tantrum, which is very dangerous, but then you play Entropic Brew. You get an attack potion. Wallop is actually very good. And you know what? I think I will play Fasting too. Because then we can wallop into a Sash Whip. And we're taking 0 damage, so keep the Miracle, you might need it next turn. He's hitting for another 30. Both Omnisciences suck being in hand, but this is still a lot of block. In fact, we're only taking like 4 damage from this. He's already weak, but another turn of weakness is okay. We won't be able to make the Omega play happen, though. That's disappointing. Because we have an Omniscience in hand. We can get Omegas in the deck. But it's gonna cost us a whole turn to play it now all of a sudden. It's not good, not good. You know what? There's still a good play here. The play is Omniscience, Beta, and then I think you just double up on like a Foresight. Where was it? There it is. Give me Scry 8. What are you doing on this turn? You're hitting for 67. Okay, well, there's Vigilance. And then we'll also take... Oh, you know what? Can I kill you? We don't have to kill you with with the Omnisciences. Trying to think. I don't think we can kill you, though. So I think we'll dump... Because this is only 32 damage. We would need, like... I don't even know what we would need. We're not going to kill you. We're gonna draw Vigilance. We'll also draw a Scrawl. And with a wave of the hand, we should take no damage. But we won't be able to play Omega, but... I think I'm okay stalling a little bit, and I'll even, yeah, I'll even pop the block potion. Is there a reason to draw? Not really. I'm just waiting to play Omniscience for when he's not attacking. We didn't get the right, and we have an Omega here, nicely. We didn't get the right turn for it, unfortunately. Because we drew another Omniscience. We need dare I say it, more Omnisciences would be great. Because drawing 2 of them on the same turn means you can't play them if you don't have the energy for it. Because we played Fasting on the turn 1, which meant we didn't have the energy on turn 2. Like Maze says, for the last 30 minutes, it's been think for 5 minutes, then... So the play is Omniscience, Omniscience. You gotta run the math, though. And sometimes we're playing attacks, sometimes we're playing betas into Omegas. You gotta run the math, though. So with Protect, Third Eye, Evaluate, and Inner Peace in hand, I like the idea of drawing these, and then we'll draw those on a future turn. Yeah, seems good. Helps to control the draw in the future. And then let's see if we want to scry anything. Yeah, dump that. This is a strange run. What I would love to see is 33 is not that much. I would love to see, what is the name of the relic? Art of War. You get extra energy if you don't attack. Then we could definitely go into the Alpha, Beta, Omegas. We did play Rushdown. So it's a strange turn, but do you scry first? You probably scry first. Dump the burns. We don't need vigilance. I will take these. It's eruption. Just lucky. Omniscience next turn is fine. There's another Omega in the deck, which is nice. We're gonna be able to play and evaluate, so smack him, enter calm, evaluate, not two safeties, one safety, one insight in hand. And in fact, I'm looking at this like we can probably hit a lesson learned. It's been a while since we've had a lesson learned get played, but I think we can do it here. We don't want it on this turn though, we want it on the next turn. So we're gonna dump the curse and the burn. I think everything else is okay. Cause Nemesis is dead on the next turn. All we gotta do is put up 15 block. So I'm just gonna put up 16 block. End turn. And then we just draw a lesson learned and then we can kill you. If we don't have lesson learned in hand, boop, 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 boop. Keep the crescendo because it's 2 draw. I hate having that regret in hand, but we killed you anyways. Sands of Time's been upgraded. Shuriken's nice, but not really what I'm looking for. And I don't really care about any of this. I probably should. That's on me. Medical kit. Unplayable status cards can be played. Dude, what about another scrawl? What about the mango for 14 HP? That way if we have bad turns on the boss, we're not screwed. Yeah, what about mango and removing a card? Like, I don't know, regret? I really like the mango here. I like the max HP. I think it's gonna matter. And we have pantograph, so if we just stockpile HP, we can afford to take a couple of bad turns. Do we want to just lucky? I think I'd rather save my money for the next shove. I don't think another just lucky helps that much. Okay, I mean, I feel like we know what we're going for here. Draw 1 omniscience and nothing else. All right, see you next time. Well, we're gonna take damage. Remember, we don't have to just stall permanently. But we're gonna take damage. Kind of a lot of damage, unfortunately. We're also gonna drop beta. We can still beta omniscience, but we're gonna take damage doing that. You know what? No, we can block out of it. So dump fasting, dump reach heaven. We're just looking for 1 omniscience. Didn't get it. Didn't get it. Wow. Dude, what can I say? I don't even know if we can draw it. Headbutt, backstab, conclude. I mean, just, this is fine. Because, like, if we third eye, we'll go down to 4 energy. We can't play on omniscience if we draw it. So I think you just scrawl. There we go. My God, that was a little dangerous, but omniscience. Omniscience. Omega. Omniscience. He's not dead, by the way. We have one more turn. So we do need to, we need to put up blocks. And kind of unfortunately, the best block we have is just a double vigilance. So we're gonna take damage, but, oh, we have another one. Oh, give me, we should have played Wave of the Hand in that case, but give me, just give me the halt. Close enough. But because of Pantograph, I don't know if we really need to worry quite so much about trying to get the lesson learned. I believe. So I'm talking to myself here a little bit. Hey, not quite a kill. There we go. Because of Pantograph, I don't think we really need to rest. It might still be worthwhile. Windmill Strike does an extra 3 damage. Tranquility, Enter Calm. I think it's kind of nice to have, just in case we want to change stances and get a lot of draw on a particular turn. I don't even think you have to fasting here. I think this is just gonna be block, block, block. Da, 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 da. So we can definitely kill them all with Omegas. We can get 2 Omegas out, or we can get 4 Omegas out actually. So is that worth doing? If we, you know, this is one of those tempting moments to think about it and be like, okay, if we, fasting's in the discard pile. If we play Tantrum, it's 44 damage. And we have access to 3 Omnisciences, which means we can double up on 3 cards. So if you double up on 2 Tantrums, 2 Reach Heavens, and 2 Lesson Learns, you'll probably kill everything, if I have to guess. Can you Omega and then Lesson Learned? On this turn, if I play 1 Omega, and then end turn, you'll die, the one on the left will have 1 HP. So we can Omega, wait a turn, then try to get a Lesson Learned out, but I think we can just kill them all right now with the Omnisciences, because Tantrum will do 44 damage and then kill 1, because it'll do... you know what? No. It's only gonna do 24 damage on the second play because we don't have fasting. I gotta remember that. So to be clear, I could kill them all very easily. I'm trying to figure out if I can get Lesson Learned to get a kill. Then I get a permanent upgrade. Is it that valuable? No, but like, you know, let me upgrade Perseverance. Let me upgrade Reach Heaven. Let me upgrade, I don't know, Bowling Bash. How many cards are non-upgraded? Perseverance, Reach Heaven, Bowling Bash. I have 3 cards not upgraded. It's actually pretty good. So I think what we'll actually do is we'll play 1 Omega. No, we can't play Omega. You know what we can do? Tantrum, Halt. That's 50 block. It's more than enough. We can stay in the state. And then we can probably double up on a Lesson Learned to get a kill. It's 52 damage. It might not get a kill though. We could stall. Do we have a Foresight? We do. Okay, I've got an idea. It's gonna be a stall play. We need to put up 22 block, just remember that. We're gonna Omniscience. Oh, you know what? If we Omniscience Omega, it kills them all. Because it'll play it twice. It'll do 100 damage. Screw it, why not? Beta, Omniscience. And then give me an Omega. And then a... Tranquility. They're all dead. So now, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna scrawl and try to draw into a kill combo. So I like Crescendo. Now we're in Wrath. I'm going to try to get a kill on you. So smack, draw. Okay, we got a Tantrum, which does give us draw. Give us a Foreign Influence. Okay, which gives us another Fear No Evil, which gives us Strength, which lets us draw, and we got a Lesson Learned, but how do I play it? I have to like... Oh, no, wait. We got 4 energy. Smack him, Lesson Learned. There we go. By the way, you're dead. It took a minute, but we got it. We have a Fear No Evil already, so I don't think we need to add another one. We're not really playing too many of those, are we? And we have a lot of scry happening. So, I'm going to rest. It's a little overheal, but we don't really need upgrades, and I want to be at full health for this fight. I worry about these fights coming up. It's the end of the run. Let's just heal up. Okay? Okay. Let's fight. This turn, not that good. However, we can do 200 damage to all enemies starting on turn 1. So it's actually pretty decent. And in fact, what we could do is, you know what? I'm okay taking like 20 damage. We're gonna heal because of Pantograph. So, by the way, you're all dead. Omniscience, Beta, Omniscience, Omega, Omega. We got our good turn 1 draw. So we're taking 30, we'll heal 25. So this is just a setup turn. I should not have played that. Grrr. My Gurg. And then, I mean, we didn't really get the draw that we wanted. I hate to say it, but like, nothing we do on this turn matters. I think I'll throw the weakness potion. It saves us kind of a lot, and then you'll die. Okay, now can we get a lesson learned? The perpetual question: can I get a lesson learned out of this? I mean, we got it, so let's see what happens. Mind Blast. I think actually a Blood for Blood is better. Smack him. Smack him. Smack him. Lesson learned. So we took more damage than I would have liked, but that's why I rested, because I knew that we could have bad draw and bad turns. Okay, so we're gonna Alpha. We're gonna Omniscience. We're gonna play Omniscience. We're gonna play Beta. We're gonna play Omniscience. We're gonna play Omega. We're gonna play Omega. We're gonna play a lot of cards on this turn. In fact, that was 12 cards. I never liked you. Rude. By the way, we're living. Barely. And we will make it to the next floor. Barely. Dude, we need more blocks. We gotta remove, well, first of all, the curse. Second of all, we got too many strikes in the deck, let's be honest. Too many attacks. We are not drawing any blocks on the appropriate turns. By the way, glad I bought the mango. Just saying. Yeah, our block turns are kind of trash right now. We gotta try to work on that. So, 71 HP. Hate to break it to you, we're gonna rest. Yes, we have Pantograph, but we gotta live through the Burning Elites. I literally can't add or remove anything, so we don't even have anything for potions. Really? 79, yeah. All right, well, let's do it. Okay, well, we're gonna make it to the fight. Didn't need to rest in hindsight, but Omniscience. Beta, Omniscience. Omega. Omega. Toy Ornithopter. Hey, it's healing. Don't need it. Now here's where we don't get the turn 1 draw that we want. And now it's gonna be a little bit harder. Especially because we have Wave of the Hand, which sucks to get it this early, by the way. This blows. We had good draw on 3 consecutive fights, and now we've got to do it on our own. Look at this. Okay. So we gotta think about this. Tranquility Inner Pieces draw, just lucky doesn't even give us enough block to make it worthwhile. Foresight's good, but we are taking 67 damage, and next turn we're gonna take 30. So I do wonder about how we're gonna play everything that we need to play here. Even if we draw an Omniscience, well, it is playable if we play Miracle in a Bottle. So you know what? I am gonna go super deep on this draw. We didn't get what we wanted. So we're gonna take 67 damage. I mean, what's there to do? Turn blows, dude. I mean, we're at 15 HP, we're taking 45 on this turn, and we still don't have Omnisciences. Like, this is how bad draw can just destroy you. I literally, well, I don't literally, but I don't really know what to do about this. We have to play fasting. We kind of need this, we kind of need this, we kind of need this. Now we have Omniscience. We have to live. Protect does it. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We actually need hand space, which I can't get. Oh no. I think we're dead. I mean, this is bad draw. We didn't get what we wanted. We got no good blocks turn 1. We had no Sash Whip with an attack that we were able to play. In fact, where's Sash Whip? It's in our hand. So I could technically smack you a couple of times. Didn't draw Omniscience. Drew Wave of the Hand with no blocks, and no draw. We have 2 scrolls, we have Inner Piece, you know, we have things that enable us to draw. We didn't get any of them. So we had none of our combos actually show up. We're not dead yet, though. We still have a chance, but it's like... we have to weaken you and put up block, and we still need to get to, like, 30 block, which is, I think, impossible. Scroll for Wave of the Hand. I'm gonna tell you, we're not gonna get it. It's in the flippin' discard pile. Everything that we need to draw is not available to draw. That's how bad of a draw that we had. Hey, Merle, welcome. And thanks for the raid, everyone. Hello, hello. You're about to see the worst draw ever get me killed. And I'm kind of upset about this because the run was a lot of fun up to this point. And then we just got a turn of just the worst draw. I don't think there's any way that we can even like save and quit, come back and replay it. I think we just got the worst shuffle. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what happens to the Watcher. Like, here's how... Oh my god, does scrawl cost 0? It's like, we have to scrawl... There's not even a curse. If there was a curse in the draw pile and we scrawled it, we scrawled it, we might be able to do this. Like, hold on. Fear no evil, miracle potion, energy, sash whip. We go down to 0 block, 13 HP. We can't survive it. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We could put up 2 blocks. So we could get an additional 20 minus 6 block. Yeah, all of my omnisciences were at the bottom. Also, if you didn't see it, Wave of the Hand was on turn 1 with no blocks. Yeah, fantastic. Good start. What did I play on this turn? I don't even remember what cards I played. Maybe there was a survival in here somewhere, like... By the way, so the reason that I'm concerned is Miracle adds 2 to your hand. I have 10 cards in hand because we used Scrawl, so the Miracles are going to get discarded. I have to play 2 cards, then play Miracle, but we can't because everything costs energy to play except for Scrawl, which replaces itself with a card. So it's like, Evaluate Scrawl could do it, especially if we draw the Insight. Prostrate is free block, but we still have the problem of if I play a Miracle, I only get 1 card in hand. We're close. We're very close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But we're not quite there. 22 and 18. That's 40. We're taking 45 damage. So here's the deal. I like never do this. I did it like once. I want to know if there's a freaking out here. The turn 1 draw was so bad. I mean, look at this. Wave of the Hand, Tranquility, Forward Influence. We've got the Alpha out. Bishop Star says, my first ever Watcher Heart fight was a double Omni deck. Drew them both on turn 1 and died after perfecting the rest of the gauntlet. For starters, you cannot play Alpha. I mean, we could play Alpha to try to make it work. It's really the only way we can kill the heart. I kind of built around this after we hit it with Pandora's box. We're conceding the run, we're just checking for posterity respect. It's more like, I like on occasion redoing fights to try to see if I can find an out. Building it around Alpha as a strategy. Okay, here's the thing though. I got it out of Pandora's box and I had 2 omnisciences in my deck, so why not? Can't play because it doesn't save you from dying. So you just don't play Alpha on this turn? Okay. You know what? If we've got people in chat who are better at the game than me, we're not going to play Alpha. We should probably play Forward Influence, though, to look for something. I mean, we could get a card that gives us draw. We could get a card that applies status effects to the heart. I think that this is worth checking. It's only 2 HP. And we get a dagger throw. Clunk. So we smack it. We get a tantrum. We can't play it. Nobody's better than Merle. I'm better than Merle. We can't play it. We can't play it. Doesn't do anything. And I'm being told don't play Alpha. Okay, so we just don't play anything on turn 1. You know what? Oh my god. You know what? I'm thinking about it. You can play the tantrum. I don't think it's worth it though. We have Tranquility in hand, but I can do 12 damage and then I have to play this next turn. I don't think it's worth it. I think there is an out, by the way. The problem I had was I couldn't play Bottled Miracle for energy, but if I pop this first, the scrolls won't fill my hand, so I can hold on to the miracles. So you know what? I actually think you do play Alpha, because with the scrolls, if I play this first, I can actually play my hand. I know I was told not to play it, I'm doing it anyways. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so you third eye. Next turn, Tranquility Inner Peace is draw. Just Lucky is draw. Yeah, was there a Mental Fortress right before this? I guess I focus way too much on the cool combo plays like Alpha, Beta, Omega, and I always forget the good cards that might come into play. You know what? Eruption, Halt, Tranquility is a lot of block too. So Eruption, Halt, Tranquility, Inner Peace, good draw. So we're gonna take a lot of damage on this turn, but we should survive. And I'm gonna play Beta. Probably not what I should be doing, but I wanna do it. I think it's worth doing. So now, we have to put up 45 block. It's block. Okay. I mean, we're still dead. Still dead. Still dead. All right, you know, I don't think there's an out here. I mean, there probably is if you can engineer the perfect deck knowing what's in your draw pile and knowing what you're gonna draw, but like, yeah. If there was a Mental Fortress before this, I must have just blanked on it. It would have been a good take. Well, it would have been a good take due to the draw we had, but for every combat for the entire Act 3 was just Omega. And then on this fight, it's one of those fights where we're just not drawing what we need to draw. So we're dead anyways. I don't know. We can try it again. You know, we can look for the right line. If there even is a right line. I don't know, play nothing? Now we're going like severe into the other path, which is just play nothing. Well, we're getting through the deck a little faster, I suppose. Should have played that first. We get Foresight out. It's tempting. It's interesting. If you discard the Void, do you still lose the energy? I think we want to dump it. We don't need Fear No Evil either. Okay. We're going. Block. 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 Okay, hey, you know what? We're living. Tools of the Trade will lose it, but Scry won't. I guess that makes sense, because you actually do draw it. Okay, so our hand coming up is Rushdown, Omniscience, Omniscience, Omniscience. God damn it. Well, I mean, you know what? Dump them, baby. All right, see you later. Now what are you doing? You're doing 47 damage. I might be able to get around that now. We also gain extra energy thanks to the sundial. 20 block. We got a sash whip. I kind of want to draw, but should probably put up a protect first. We should also just lucky to see what we're gonna draw. Also, you have 2 artifacts, so the sash whip isn't gonna do anything now that I think about it. Ah, but okay. Well, we gotta play it, right? What's in the draw pile? Vigil. You know. It's not what I'm looking for. Ah! Okay, hold on. Wave of the hand. Third eye. Dump, 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 dump. I'm like, can we crescendo and draw some? You know what? No, we can stall. If we're stalling, let's stall, baby. Let's stall. I mean, this doesn't actually matter at this point. Let's just get it out of the deck. Please, get out of my deck. Omniscience, omniscience, omniscience. You can't make this up. I have never been more upset at this game than this draw. Come on! 45 damage, huh? I mean, this is more energy. Dun 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 dun. $45. Well, this gives us the most. Dead by 1. All right, look. Were there problems with deck construction? Maybe. Was there a problem with the draw and the heart fight? Maybe. That was still a very fun run. I mean, we had a very thick upgraded deck, but Pandora's box kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop. We took it, and it kind of completely changed the balance of the deck. We got no defense out of it, but we did get a sweet alpha, which allowed us to steamroll Act 3, but it really ruined our ability to actually have a decent amount of blocks on the heart fight. Even basic defense that we lost kind of ruined my ability to set up an appropriate amount of block on that heart fight. And then also, just horrible draw on the omnisciences. I mean, there's a reason why whenever I had the ability to duplicate one or take one, I did, because I knew that they would be important. If you draw one, you draw all 3 of them. But both times we shuffled on that heart fight, we drew them on the last shuffle. Kinda blows a little bit, but you know what? I still had fun with that run.